Hey everybody, welcome to the Scented Our Fragrance channel. Thank you so much for being here. You've come to the right place for fragrance reviews, fragrance news, and so much more. Especially if you're new to my channel, please like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell below, and let's start with this video. So today we're going to be talking about Hermes, Terre D Hermes, Eau Très Fraîche. And to save time, let's just call this Eau Très Fraîche. So let's jump into the review. Of course, here's the box first. Some people, you might not like me talking about the box. I'll make it short and sweet. It looks nice overall, brown, nothing too fancy or too special. Now, this is a designer fragrance. I do like the classic Hermes logos though. Well, let's jump into the presentation of the bottle. So here is what we're going for. Here's the juice, here's the bottle. You get a clean, classy look, nothing too fancy, but you get orange coloration on the bottom. And you do get a polished metal collar. And especially with the cap, I really do enjoy this. It's a twist on, twist off cap. So you can twist it up and it stays in place, and you twist it up and it just locks into place. So I really do like that. You'll never lose your cap. Let's talk about the sprayer too. It's a great sprayer overall. It's overall Terre D Hermes, I think, does a great job with their presentations, albeit they're a little bit simple. So let's talk about the fragrance though, the juice inside, that's what matters. Then we'll talk about the complement factor, the price, and perhaps some other details. So first, this smell is just wonderful. Let me just say that before we start. If you are familiar with Terre D Hermes, you're going to know that this smells similar. This is a flanker. I'll do a review for it in the future. But this one is called Eau Très Fraîche because it has 3 fresh notes. I believe those notes to be orange blossom, neroli, and perhaps a little bit of lemon. Perhaps it's petitgrain. But this fragrance overall is a very fresh interpretation of the original Terre D Hermes. If you're familiar with the original, it's a little bit more green, and it's a little bit more dense, and perhaps a little bit earthy. One of the biggest things that you'll notice if you sample this or buy it is that the opening of this one is just so fresh. It's so lovely. The original, it's a little bit of a, perhaps an old orange. Some say a dirty orange. Here you're going to get a beautiful fresh orange. You're going to get beautiful fresh notes. A little bit of neroli, I can tell it's in there. It's very clean. It's very fresh. And it really does project. This fragrance, it has one of the best openings of any fragrance I've ever smelled. For a designer fragrance, it smells very natural and very well put together. So this fragrance not only smells similar to the original, but it has a little bit of the mineral quality. The opening is different, and so is the composition of the fragrance. Instead of heavy vetiver kind of setting in the dry down, you get a little bit of muskiness. You get a lot of isoe super in the dry down that really lingers. But you get more of a mineral feel overall instead of an earthiness. Now, I find this mineral quality very enjoyable. But if you don't like mineral qualities at all in fragrances, like in Oud Mineral by Tom Ford, or in extreme examples of metallic fragrances like Creed Silver Mountain Water, you might want to just sample this one. If you didn't like the original Terre D Hermes and you're a younger guy like myself, I think you really could like this one. It's classy and it's professional. One of the key factors in this fragrance again is Hermes classic kind of DNA. I think it's a little bit of florals, perhaps a tiny pinch of lavender. But this fragrance still has some vetiver going on. But it's a light and it's an airy vetiver. I just can't talk about how good this fragrance smells in the designer world. I think that this is a hidden gem overall. I don't think a lot of people are talking about it. I don't know if a lot of people are buying it. In my opinion, this is likely to become a discontinued fragrance in a year or two, and it might be sought after. I really hope this one gets some popularity for my review, and perhaps some other people want to talk about it. So this is a very easygoing Very fresh, very classy fragrance. Perfect for business wear. You could dress this up. You could wear nice casual clothing for sure and pull this off. It's it just smells very clean, very sophisticated, fresh and citrusy though. I think it really stands up, to the best office fragrances that are really out there, like Versace Pour Homme. I think this one can give it, a run for its money. And for the price, I mean, you can find these in the gray market, full-size regular bottles for about 40, perhaps 45 or so. I had to get the big bottle. I just love this fragrance and I don't want to run out of it anytime soon. I might have to buy a backup bottle at some point or another. But if you love vetiver, if you like fresh, clean, classy fragrances, I think you're just going to love it. If you like the feel of Tom Ford's, I think it's Gray Vetiver, that's the one. I think you would like this one if you want something more fresh and more playful. If you're a fan of Eau Sauvage and you wanted something more modern, I think you're going to love this one. If you're a younger guy and smelled Eau Sauvage or classic kind of lemon fragrances, but you wanted something for you in this modern age, I guess you could say, I think this one's for you. It's just a wonderful citrus fragrance. In my personal opinion, it's a beautiful for in the spring and in the fall. I think that's where it suits best. But of course, you can wear any fragrance, any season. You just have to dial up or dial down the amount of sprays you wear, according to how strong the fragrance is and the situation you might be in. So let's talk about the performance real quick. The performance is great overall. I get solid projection for about 45 or an hour or so. Then it lingers around maybe arm's length. And for the rest of the fragrance until it slowly dies down. And it lasts on me about 6 hours, 5.5. But the Isui Super in this one smells natural. And it just lingers and lingers. If you, in my personal opinion, if you like Molecule 01 and fragrances like that, and you wanted something that had a little bit more to it, a little bit more complex, this fragrance isn't that light, but it could do the job for you. If you just wear one spray, this fragrance is mass appealing. It can be one of those fragrances that you forget you're wearing, but people around you are just enjoying it. I didn't get any verbal compliments, but I got looks, compliment looks, and that, I could tell people really enjoying this fragrance around me. So I can't talk enough good about this fragrance. Very fresh, very classy. I know I've said that so many times in this review, but the price is all right, the presentation's right, the smell is something that I really love. And for a clean, aromatic kind of vetiver fragrance, I don't think it gets any better than this. So this has been my review of Eau Très Fresh, Terre D Hermes Eau Très Fresh. And let me know if you smelled this, if it's popular at all, or if you think it is. And let me know if it deserves some more love in the fragrance world. I certainly think it does. I hope that you've enjoyed this review. And I hope that you get your nose on this one before it goes and gets lost in obscurity with other fragrances, So, again, thank y'all so much for being here at the Scentadar Fragrance channel. Let me know what you're wearing, what you're enjoying. Let me know what you think of this fragrance. I can't say enough good about it. It's one of my favorite designer fragrances. So, I'll see y'all next time. Of course, if you stuck around to this point, please like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.